Christian. I had the good fortune to stumble into this industry 20 years ago and have had a magical, like literally magic journey. My first lead role was a show called Full Metal Panic back in the day, and that led to everything, every good thing that's happened to me. I did a whole bunch of work I just happened to enter the industry at a time when there was a ton of stuff that ADV Films put out. They did a whole bunch of work back then, and I was in most of it. And then Mike McFarland, I met him at a con, and he was working at Funimation, and he said, "Hey, I've been watching Full Metal Panic. I love your work. I'm working on a tiny little show called Full Metal Alchemist. Would you like to come play an episode character, and that'll be your paid audition at Funimation?" Which is the best way to audition, is through work. So I went and did an episode character. I started working up there, so I was up there to get to be I was Wrath in Full Metal. I am Nami in One Piece. I am Osako Uraraka in My Hero Academia. And Recovery Girl, which most people don't know, but every now and then I get to pop in and be like, "All right, I told you to watch out for that young lady." Anyway,
you know I love that voice, right?
Yes.
That's
yes.
fantastic.
Super fun. Honey Senpai in Orange is Gold Club, Medusa in Soul Eater, like just a story.
So man.
I'm not kidding. It shocks me. I'm on some list about being one of the most prolific, but that's because you've been around so long, right? Like,
yeah.
You've just been around. So I've been nothing but blessed by this industry.
Well,
and it's been wild to watch it, right? Like grow from tiny niche industry to what it is
to
right now.
Connecticon 20, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
So,
I'm so impressed. You remember your resume.
Ellen, we have an entrance. Melanie is here, everybody. I love it. So what we're doing, wherever you want. I'd say right here.
The girls' club.
Yes. And yeah, that should have been the slogan for this this panel. It's women in voice acting. So yeah, Girls Club, love it. So please share with everybody what you've been busy with these days.
I've been cleaning. And,
Fantastic. Feeding the cat.
Yeah, I've been really blessed with appearances, so I just kind of come to the house, dump out a suitcase, get another one. So this whole next week, I'm gonna actually make my bed.
I so wish you would have right there. And you'd be like, so that's it, guys.
That's it. Thank you.
Clean your house.
Honesty is the best policy.
It is.
I'm working on Apex, and I have 5 AAA games coming out in the fall that I can't talk about. So, but really exciting to be back in the studios. We spent a little bit of time just making magic at home, and they were like, "Well, we can still have you. Your booth sounds great. We can just have you be there." But I crave human contact, and I crave engineers. Because we don't want to do our own.
That was a very strong statement.
Yeah. I learned a lot.
You birthed them.
Yes. I was one of those people that had never really recorded herself by the time we had the pandemic. So I had about 2 weeks, like everyone else, to figure out how to record myself. It's the exact same setup, and I just could not run back to Warner Brothers and the studios fast enough. Engineers are so unsung. They make us sound like superstars.
And we are covering voice acting, you know, as an art form, but also as a job. And it's unsung is a really good term because engineers, you want them on your side. I mean, they move things along. And I've been in so many sessions, in Warner Brothers specifically, ADR5, where they
love me some ADR5.
ADR5. For the uninitiated, most of the games that you're very familiar with that are from Volition or Warner Brothers Animation, those projects, they come out of that ADR room downstairs in the Warner Brothers lot. And the engineers sometimes, especially post-pandemic, they're alone. And they kind of are, it's like the director gives them the reins of the horse and go. And they're so talented, and they know when they've gotten enough to move on and not keep you, doing the same thing over and over again.